My question for you would be, as a CEO of a public company, what is it like navigating your company at a time like this? It's got to be challenging on top of all the other challenges, correct?
Absolutely. Thank you very much and good morning.
Good morning.
I think the difficulties that have arisen is now associated with clinical trials. As you can imagine, the hospitals that are running these clinical trials are going to be impacted by people traveling from out of state, impacted by needing the emergency rooms and certainly the critical care centers. So far, Del Mar's trials have been prioritized and we're continuing the enrollment, but I think for all biotech in general, this could have a longer term impact on the execution of existing and new clinical trials.
Well, let's talk about that because, in its existing state, FDA needs to be looking at drugs like what DMPI is putting together at the same time as they're trying to look for a vaccine for the COVID-19 virus. They can't, in my estimation, just as a human, as a potential patient of something someday, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them have to stop one side to focus all on the other side, because there's still people dying of brain cancer. There's still people dying of lung cancer, skin cancer, and other diseases, correct?
It's absolutely true. I think the cut is going to come at, do we stop new trials while we finish the existing ones so the hospital resources can be allocated to the disease for now? Once the impact to the hospital has been reduced, I think we'll go back to life as normal. But I would predict that in the next few months, there's going to be many new clinical trials that are going to be delayed, new ones, and the potential of existing clinical trials getting delayed because the hospitals don't have the facilities, or in many cases, they don't want the patients walking in and endangering the lives of the nurses, the doctors, the physicians, and lastly, for those patients who are immune compromised, which includes the vast majority of oncology patients, just the idea of them traveling to a site is dangerous. Now, in our case, GBM is such a deadly disease where the patient would be thinking about, well, I might contract COVID if I travel, but absent that, don't have a very long lifespan. So that's a trade-off the patients can make.